In 2007, England fans thought that they had got rid of the Wally with the brolly, but we now have the Wally with the bandage, after Gareth Southgate dislocated his shoulder. There we go. But on a more serious note, Southgate, it can be interpreted, has directed an attack on the media. He has urged the media to get behind the team, and this has come following the story of England's potential tactics for the Panama match were leaked to the media by assistant Steve Holland. And the leaked details suggested that Marcus Rashford was set to start up top with Harry Kane, and Raheem Sterling was going to get dropped to the bench. But going back to Southgate's comments towards the media, it raises the argument as to whether the media should be supporting their nation or simply report the news. Get your comments down there below on what your thoughts are, and that is a quick update for you on the England camp on Newcastle Fans TV, and I will be back on Sunday following the second games in Group G. Bye for now.
What's going on, people? It's your boy 40. Now it's time to wrap up the second fixtures in Group E, starting off with Brazil versus Costa Rica. Now, as everyone might have thought it would have been the Neymar show, not judging by the first half. The first half, in fact, he was absolutely woeful. Jesus has an opportunity that gets ruled off offside, but it's touch and go, in my opinion. But probably the right opinion was given, and obviously goes into half time at 0-0. Second half is where all the action was at. Chances are plenty, especially for Neymar. Blast over the bar, going wide. Jesus even hits the bar. And then there was that phantom penalty. Was it, or should it have been given a penalty? Eventually it was given, or no, sorry, it wasn't given, sorry. After a really just easy-going push or brush off, which Neymar goes down for. Neymar then tends to get even more riled up, gets booked for throwing the ball down in anger, but then his teammate Coutinho steps up and obviously puts it away in the 91st minute. Great ball in. Jesus kind of flicks on, I don't know if he meant it or not, and then Coutinho tucks in between the goalkeeper's legs, and it's 1-0 in the last couple of minutes of the game. And then who steps up for the second? Yeah, you guessed it, Neymar scores his goal, and then it's 2-0 to Brazil, and there's tears of joy, I think, from Neymar as well. But really and truly now, I think the BBC summed it up greatly. You've seen the good side of him, obviously with the tricks and flicks. After the second goal as well, he's giving all the tricks as well. And then obviously you've seen the bad side of him with all the misses, and you know obviously with the tears as well. So again, it's got a mixed affair for someone who costs so much, but again, he scores, he's on the score sheet, and again, that's a lot better than Lionel Messi did, obviously, in his previous two games as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the second game. Now on to game two, and it was Serbia versus Switzerland, and I'm on Mitrovic. That's the reason why I've got this on, of course. Got to back my boy, and he came up trumps, I'm not going to lie to you. First half especially, he was absolutely on fire. Everything was getting swung into the box for him. First chance probably up in the opening 3 or 4 minutes, that went close, and then literally a minute later another ball swung into the box, now I think from Ivanovic, and then he tucks it away on his head, and Serbia are 1-0 in the lead. And who would have thought feeding your front man in his strengths, or with his strengths, you know, getting the ball into the box, it works well. Funny enough, I think we need a striker. Maybe we should sign this guy up. By the way, that's sarcasm, I know he plays for us. So, Serbia 1-0 up, and they do look the stronger side going into the break as well. Couple more chances, obviously Switzerland had a couple of chances as well, but I would say Serbia definitely dominated the first half, and I believe they could even gone 2-0 up as well. I think Matic at the back post, when the ball was swung in, could have put the Serbs 2-0 up. Getting into the second half now, obviously Switzerland had the kick up the butt that obviously all teams going into the break need, and it was much more lively, especially Shaqiri. Now, for those who was on my timeline saying we shouldn't sign Shaqiri because he's got a bad temper, hold on a minute. Have you seen some of the players that we signed in the past? We've got the likes of Ben Arthur, you might be deemed as having a bad temper, but can pull off match-winning performances, and that's what he did in the second half, believe me. Obviously before his goal, obviously the winning goal, there was a chance with, well, basically Xhaka's chance. Absolutely thunderbolt of a chance. Ball comes out to him and it must be at least a good 30-35 yards out. Hits it so sweetly, which apparently he's done for Arsenal numerous amount of times. I haven't seen it numerous amount of times. A couple of times maybe, but not numerous. And yes, they're back in it. Switzerland are 1-1 and drawing, and then they go on to win it. Great breakaway from Switzerland's. That man Shaqiri, one-on-one with the defender, one-on-one with the keeper, slots it home, and then they go and win it. So they come from 1-0 down, getting dominated in the first half, to then go on and win it. And that's the reason why Shaqiri is going to be probably one of the best signings for any Premier League club if he does stay back in the Premier League. For £12 million as well, an absolute snip. Yes, he might have a bad attitude. Yes, he might go missing at times, but these moments of magic, because don't forget he hit the bar as well, or hit the post as well. He could be an absolute gem, especially at a club like Newcastle United. Me personally, I think he'd probably end up at the likes of Liverpool or something like that. But again, £12 million, you can't go wrong. To think about, we paid £12 million for Jacob Murphy. No disrespect to Jacob Murphy, but £12 million for an international player who's a match winner, who can turn it on like that, takes free kicks. It's a no-brainer for me. So the table looks wide open towards, well, going into the third game. You've got Brazil top, you've got Serbia, Switzerland second, and then obviously you've got Serbia on a point behind them in third, and obviously Costa Rica in fourth place. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys for watching and listening as always. Up in 40, and I'll see you for the third game and the final game for Group E.